What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another parts install. As you can see, I have the truck in the driveway. I lowered my spare tire because it just makes it easier for the next thing we're about to install. And I did take a little sneak peek of what was in the box, but I'm about to show you real quick. We have some wires. What do we have in here? Upside down. We have some brackets, but you can see where I got this from, Shift and Grins Fabrication. So here are some brackets. They're powder coated black. They look really good. So we're going to be installing a light kit that basically will be where the tow hooks are in the back. These plates will attach there, and it'll be two small pod lights that look like this, and they are from Diode Dynamics, which, if you guys been following me, you know I used their reverse bulbs in my Jeep SRT. I was very happy with those. I know they make great quality lights, and here you go. These are the light pods that will be going back there. This is an all plug and play system, so I'm gonna try to learn how to do all this. So here's this stuff. I believe the hardware is under here. I think this is I don't think you have to use these. I mean, these wires though. I think this is only if you want to wire it to a switch, which I'm definitely not doing, because all my switches are pretty much almost taken up. I think I only have like one switch left, and I might save that for if I put some lights on the ram bar, which I'm not sure if I'm ever going to do that, but you know, just I'd rather have the option. So I believe it's all plug and play. So you can see this here. I don't know why there's two connections, but I'm gonna have to go through everything, and then they plug into the lights, and then I have to kind of clean everything up. But yeah, as you can see, I lowered the spare tire to make it easier. So let me try to figure everything out, and then I will show you the steps. All right, guys, it's a couple of days later. Fortunately, when I was filming this video in the beginning, I did not have the right socket for it. So I had this little Craftsman socket wrench, which did me well, but it was time to upgrade. So I was actually going to get one of those like impact, like mechanic drivers, because I have the DeWalt line. I'm a DeWalt guy. I know there's some Milwaukee guys on here, but I like DeWalt. I don't know, it's just the way I am. But I was thinking about getting one of those impact driver for like mechanics, you know what I mean, so you could put the sockets on it. But then it was like $120, and I'm like, this thing's like 30 bucks. So I was like, you know what, I could just twist it hard enough. I'm sure I could probably get the bolts off. But then now that I think about it, since it runs on those 20-volt batteries, and I have like so many of those because all my tools are pretty much cordless, I could always keep one in the truck. So if I ever get a flat tire, I could just use that instead of, you know, the old school way with like cranking, you know, the metal lug wrench or whatever. So I was thinking about that, but then I'm like, no, you know what, I'll just spend 30 bucks. Maybe down the road I'll get one, I don't know. But now I actually have the tools. So now I'm going to try to loosen these bolts up right here. So you're just supposed to take off the front two, these two. So let's see if we can get in there and do it. I'm going to say it's a 22 milliliter, and I'm right. These DeWalt tools are actually really nice. So let's give this a whirl. Hopefully it's not too hard to take off. Maybe it is.
Two hours later.
Oh, fuck. It's not that easy. But I was looking at my kit. I was thinking, now I gotta buy one of those stupid impact drivers, you know, that already has the head to put on the sockets. But then I was looking at the kit, and it comes with this, which looks like it goes into the impact, and then I could still use it like that. So that's actually pretty cool. Saves me money. So I'm just gonna put that in here. So it's on my impact, put the 22 on there. Now let's try it. Now it should come off. All right, so getting those bolts out ain't easy, but thank God for that, because there's no way I was getting these off with just, you know, some elbow grease. No way, but I got it off, so now we can put the plate on and we'll see what it looks like. So this is becoming quite the little experiment. You can see my truck bed is filled. Going to the beach tomorrow after work, which I'm pretty excited about. All right, so I got it here. I got my Allen wrench and I got a little socket. Just kind of tighten everything up. So my old school little kit does come in handy. Just kind of make it a little tight. It's pretty tight, but it's still wiggling around. Okay, now it's tight. Alright, now this ain't moving. So I assume it goes like this. But alright, so I ended up changing it, put the washer on the bottom, and now it's definitely down a little more. So I guess you pretty much want it to kind of be like this, so that way the wire just kind of runs right there. Now let's test fit it. Boom. And there you go. That's perfect. That's as far back as it's gonna go, but that should be perfect. So we got one done. Let me do the other one so you can see how it looks right there. I'm gonna do the other one exact, and then I'll put them back in. All right, we got both lights set up. There you go. That's the way to do it. Now we just gotta grab the wiring, which let me get right now. So I don't think we're gonna need that, because that's if you want to hook it up to one of the aux switches. So all we need is this. Ran the wire out, so the plug is like closer on this side, so that's why the short one will probably go to this one right here, and then I'll run that wire to the far one. So we just got to get under there and see. I think I have a light. Hold on. All right, so there's that. So I believe that's where it plugs in. So they give you two options. I don't know why. All right, so I plugged it in. You hear like a click. It'll obviously plug in. So that's how it's set up right now. I'm gonna turn the truck on and just make sure they work. So I'm gonna leave the camera rolling, that way you guys can see. That way you guys can see it. All right, I got them working. My lights are on right now. Let me show you what happened. So now it makes sense why there was two plugs. I'm just an idiot. I've never had anything with the toe, so this was my first time. So you guys saw there's two plugins. I actually had one. So this one, the big one, was hiding behind this pipe over here. And then now I got it out. So I plugged one over here, up here, the small one, and then right here is the big one. So now everything is working. So now let me turn on the truck, put it in reverse, and the lights should work. so as you see, the lights are working. They gave you some zip ties, so I'm going to put the brackets back on with the bolts, tie up all the wires so that way it's out of the way of the spare, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. All right, it's getting a little dark out, but I finally finished, tightened everything up, used some zip ties to hide all the wire, which I feel like I did a pretty good job. Got the spare back in, but you can see it still gives you space for the recovery straps if you ever need to use them, but otherwise they're perfect. They're like kind of hidden. So let me turn the truck on again and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So that's gonna do it for this video. It's pretty easy. If I can do it, you definitely can do it. It's very plug and play, unless you run it to the switches, which you guys saw you have that option. I chose not to, but I did choose the C1R lights, which do that little strobe effect that you see in the video. There is another light option, which I believe is just solid, but I just thought the strobe effect would be kind of cool. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Definitely stay tuned. I know I said I'm gonna do an update video because I was MIA for a while, and I did so many things to the truck when I wasn't filming videos, so I'm definitely gonna do an update video. That's gonna be my next one. And I showed you guys in the other video, but you can see that we're gonna be moving up in the world to bigger tires, so I'll definitely talk about that more in the next video. But thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.